just the four of us. Everyone, this is the pre-show. So we're going to be kicking it with you guys for about 5 minutes or so, and then we're going to break off and go to YouTube and on Twitter. So hopefully everyone is having an awesome weekend so far. Get ready for the holiday. If you guys are getting ready to travel, please be safe out there. Remember, COVID is still around, so please mask up.
Yes.
And yeah, we're going to have an awesome show this evening. We're going to be focusing on AEW and AEW only because the conversation that we're going to be talking about this evening is pretty much going to take up the whole entire show. As far as Survivor Series go, which is this Saturday coming up, we will probably break in sometime this week, and we'll probably give you guys a prediction show. But tonight, we're just going to focus on AEW. So, yeah. For the podcast around, everyone. And, yeah, we'll get underway in a minute.
Yep. And
yes, we will.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, thoughts and prayers to you, by the way, man.
Yes, also,
love you, Tone.
Some sad news. So Tone recently lost his mother, so he won't be joining us for a while. So we're going to allow him to get himself together. So yes, our thoughts and prayers go out to you, brother. So yes,
love you, brother, and rest in peace to Mama Enforcer up there. She holding it down for us.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And then also everyone, Jason David Frank passed away today. If you guys did not follow Power Rangers,
Tommy.
Yeah, you probably won't know who he is. But yes, Tommy, the Green Ranger, the evil Green Ranger, the very first evil Green Ranger. Yeah.
Yeah, turned
he passed
White
away.
Ranger, turned Red Ranger. Yeah, if y'all remember,
pretty much.
Turbo that came afterwards.
Yeah. I mean, he had more switches than Big Show. You know?
Yo, let's be real. These kids, this generation will never understand the stress that one man did for 5 straight episodes. The man almost took over the world. The man jumped one time on a freaking Battlezord. One leap. Came in the goddamn food.
Almost, went from most evil being on it to like the most ultimate hero.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Dead ass.
MJF is our Tommy.
I wouldn't even say that because, like, I mean, yeah, like, but this is the man that said that he was the devil and he plays the devil. Like, he give us like these, I guess, face vibes, but really he's a piece of shit at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, we expect anything different from him, though, really.
It's all good with me because, like, I still love MJF. He reminds me a lot of me. You know, so.
Yeah, except that you're taller.
Yeah, I'm 6 even. I do not know how tall he is, but you know, it's either here or there. Hey, Ziggy, welcome.
What's going on? How y'all doing?
Fine for the most part. Even I don't know how tall he is.
What's good, T.O.? I feel like I ain't seen you in like a long time, bro.
What's going on? How y'all doing? I'm doing good. You know what I mean? Checking out a new equipment.
Wait, there's an echo.
I feel like I ain't seen you in like a long time, bro.
What's going on? How y'all doing? I'm doing good. You know what I mean? New equipment.
Wait, there's an echo.
I feel like I ain't seen you
in
like
Ziggy.
a long time, bro.
Wait, there's an echo.
And then there was one. I am the one.
That will be you. I think Reese. I think that was you. Yeah. I don't know that there was some type of feedback. I'm not sure. It's good. Yeah. Well, yeah, everybody, we're gonna go live in a few. So yeah, just sit back and yeah.
Testing.
Testing. Okay.
Oh, yeah, am I echoing?
Wicked.
Mm-mm. Hold on. Test one more time.
Test.
Very good. I'm good. Ziggy, or
mic check 1 2. 2-1.
I think Reese went out and he's about to refresh.
Okay. All right, y'all. So for the people on Facebook, remember to go to either Facebook go to YouTube or to Twitter and find our stream. It's not too hard to find. We're actually in the algorithms because when I pulled up Full Gear, one of our videos actually popped up, the one that we're about to do now. So it shouldn't be too hard to find us. But yeah, everybody on Facebook, have a wonderful night. Everybody on YouTube, let's get ready to go. I love this part.
And
let's see.
You need me to get it?
Right.
You got
it? If you could, because I'm still not used to this shit. Welcome, humans, to #Heels for Life, episode 203. I am your host, Mr. Team Bring It. Hi.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Rockery's in the house with y'all.
And I'm DJ Red Flags, the heel that you love to hate. What's good?
And I am the only babyface on the Hill show, the producer, Z the Beast. All-Star can no longer claim that he is a babyface.
What's up with this rivalry between you
All-Star
two?
is he turned his back on the way of the true babyface. And was it 2 weeks ago? He was going in on Saraya, true heel stuff, hilarious clips. And he's giving into the dark side. So I'm the lone babyface on the Hill show.
All right. But yeah, everyone. So this evening we are going to talk about, as you can see in the back, we're going to be talking about Full Gear 2022. It was absolutely epic. We're going to get into it. We're not. I guess if you guys want to go in order, we don't have to. We can just kind of jump around. We can just.
I do have it pulled up if you want to.
It's up to y'all. Like how y'all want to do this, because honestly, like I think going like match by match is kind of boring to me. Maybe I don't know how y'all want to do this.
Mm-hmm. I don't care.
Let's jump.
I guess we can go through it briefly, and then if there's nothing to talk about, we'll just skip around.
Let's do the important ones. Seriously.
Yeah.
There's only a few matches that we really care about that will take up our 2 hours. Let's just do the important ones.
Okay. So which one was important first?
I do want to give love to some of the sleeper matches too.
Okay.
So I guess if I were to go
matches, as in the ones that we fell asleep to, or the ones that we thought they were going to suck, but they're bangers.
Well, ones that I don't see people talking about.
Oh, okay.
Well, the one Jay versus
now see
Nia Rose.
I agree with T on that one.
I was not impressed with that match.
I feel like we should still go through the card in a sense, because some people don't watch the show and they come to us.
Sure, we can do that.
Yeah, and there were some funny moments like in matches you didn't expect.
Now I will tell you that I did not watch 0 Hour at all. So
I did.
If you guys want to talk about that, y'all can talk
cover
about
that one.
Okay.
All right, lay it on his egg.
All right, so not even. like we had Eddie Kingston versus Jun Akiyama. Did anyone watch that? That was a buy-in match.
Yeah.
Like, I'll say this one, low-key, Eddie Kingston doesn't get props enough for how funny he is at times, because that was actually the final match on the buy-in, and he's like, all right, after he like showed his respect to Akiyama after he won, yeah, he's like talking to the crowd or whatever. It's like, hey, y'all, it's 7:53 and whatnot. Buy the fucking pay-per-view. And it's just like, oh, wait, this guy wrapping up in a little bit, so... so look, I gotta give Eddie Kingston props on how funny he is, but yeah, this was a straight hard-hitting matchup. Eddie Kingston, we all know how he feels about the Japanese wrestlers, and especially Akiyama. And this one, yeah, it was about just what you expected: hard hits, yeah, no bullshitting, just like straight action from beginning to end. Congrats on Eddie for the win.
All right, and then moving on. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
My thing is, people are quick to call Eddie Kingston a wrestler, Logan Paul a wrestler. I think Logan Paul is more a wrestler than Eddie Kingston. Kingston is
interesting.
Is a glorified version of the Brooklyn Brawler in my eyes. He's there to bot, to just not a wrestle. He's there to fight, not wrestle.
Yeah.
And Brooklyn Brawler was there to fight, not wrestle. Only difference is Eddie wins, Brooklyn Brawler didn't. So this match was just another filler match, and it did its job. It did its job, and I feel like Eddie is just going through all the Japanese guys just to keep them, to fine tune them, I guess. Keep them relevant.
Okay. We also had Ricky Starks beating Brian Cage in the World Title Eliminator Tournament semi-final. What do y'all think of Ricky Starks? Potentially being the favorite to face face the, world champ in the future.
That I'm not surprised. Like,
okay,
Ricky Starks should have been in that spot a long time ago, but it's like one of those things where, maybe this wasn't his time right here and right now. So, that part, I would love to see MJF versus Ricky Starks.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
That would be golden.
Promo battles.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Are y'all cool with Ricky Starks being the face?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love it.
Face or heel. I don't care.
I like him as a heel.
Okay. That's what I was kind of figuring, DJ.
Yeah, I like him as a heel. Him as a face, it's not doing for me. He's like a face Rock. I don't like it. I like heel Rock. I like heel Ricky Starks.
Face Rock was hilarious. What are you talking about?
He was. He was.
Put some respect on his name.
I like heel Rock better. I'm sorry.
I guess
Face Rock was still heel Rock in a sense, because
there were two different heel Rocks, though.
The bad guys.
Okay, I don't like Hollywood heel Rock. I like corporate heel Rock.
Nigga, you lost your mind.
You don't like Hollywood Rock?
How you
I didn't like it.
Wow.
You are the biggest asshole, and that's what Rock was.
Oh my God.
Let him make his point.
I like the Rock when he had hair. When he came back with the light Caesar, it didn't do nothing for me. Sorry.
So you racist against people that's bald headed?
No, a light Caesar is not bald headed.
It's just like it's kind of like it's like a one, but you still have like a little on the top.
Yeah.
Why you looking like that, Chris?
Because that is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life.
You know what? I ain't the other motherfucker. You ain't gonna sit there and try to shut me down with my opinion.
But
Hi, Chris.
like I said, I will say this still. Like,
see, he on that petty energy.
I like Ricky. Although I like Ricky as a face, Teal, I gotta side with you on the heel part when it comes to, because like Ricky as a heel come up with a lot better promo. Well, he has a better delivery as a heel. I'll put it that way.
Thank you.
But as far as the match goes, as far as the match goes though, like Brian Cage does not, when the dude wants to work, like he can do it all. Like, if you want to fly, he could do that. If you want to match power, he could do that. If you want to go technical, he could go that way too. And like I said, he did his part. He beat up and injured Ricky Starks and made Ricky's comeback look good. And I'm going to take that match Wednesday night between him and Ethan Page in the finals. Yeah, I'm down for it.
Okay. Your service was a little nervous.
My service nervous?
Reese's was for a little bit, but it came back.
Okay. All right. Well, next up we had the steel cage match with Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus.
Dragon's Door in battle mode 2.0.
And that's what I thought was a sleeper. That's one of my sleeper matches. I enjoyed this match.
That one, I didn't have high expectations for that match. Maybe. I mean, we were talking about this in the cookout like earlier. You know, a lot of fans like slow builds to the match. You know, it starts off slow, then it goes to medium, and then it gets fast, and then it gets chaotic. For me, I mean, they had everything that you wanted in a steel cage. They were telling the story, but then at the end of the day, it's just like, okay, so when we're going to get to the good shit? Maybe it's just that I'm just really impatient. T.O. said that to me the other day, that I'm just a very impatient person, and he might be right.
No, he is. Like, I get what you're saying, Chris, because like for me, like I like my adult movies. I like it. I like the storyline. You know, I like the build up to it. But when the build up takes too long, I'm like, whatever. And that's how it was for me. Like the build up for this match was just like, whatever. So you're telling me that this scrawny looking kid is gonna beat Dragon's Door in battle mode 2.0? This like whoop his ass. It's just unbelievable. Like the Rey Mysterio situation with Batista, I didn't like it because it's not believable.
That's half of AEW though.
I know, but I mean, some people like the movie. Some people like the movie Rudy. I did not like the movie Rudy.
I never seen that movie.
I
never seen it. No,
I didn't like it either. But then again, I don't like Notre Dame in general. So.
Well, I'm saying, but this feud is like the movie Rudy. People love the underdog, which is Jungle Boy, and they just allow him this fuck up this monster. I just don't like. I just this match right here was the match that I made my dinner to.
Yeah.
I walked away. I had this match. I made my dinner.
I'll put it to you this way: it's like you can't have every small guy pull like a Bret Hart and like systematically take a bigger man down. Yeah, because there's only certain guys who could pull that type of stuff off. It's like, although I do got to give Jungle Boy props to this, and I had to watch this. Well, actually, he mentioned this in the scrum, that there's actually a hidden gem to this story. If you notice the tights he was wearing, it was actually an homage to Shawn Michaels and Kane when they fought in Hell in a Cell. So Jungle Boy used that because he said that was one of Luchasaurus's favorite matches. So he was kind of using that as like a little head game against him.
Are y'all okay with the like the submission victory? Like he tapped out Luchasaurus? Or would y'all have rather a pinfall?
If he did a pinfall, I don't. Well,
you see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah. So it was just like one of those damn if you do, damn if you don't. So if you make him submit, it's gonna make Dragon's Door in battle mode go back to the C. Or if you pin him, it's like one of those. Like,
you said the C.
I'm like
under the sea.
Oh, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, if he pin him, then he's gonna it's gonna like say, oh, well, David, slashed down Goliath to ground level. So really didn't really matter.
Using all them.
Okay.
Well, then again, consider how many times did they use chairs in the match? It was like, actually, in Faction Cast, I think if they would have did a knockout kind of victory, that would have.
Faction Cat said he should have passed out instead of tap. So does this hurt Luchasaurus?
He should have just escaped. If he would have escaped,
there's no escape.
Open the door, escape.
That was another thing that I wanted to talk about with you guys. What the fuck is going on with their match rules as far as cage matches? So,
bro.
like Dragon Zord in battle mode, rolls out the sea. Well, number one, he was in battle mode. So Dragon Zord came out the sea, and then they said Dragon Zord in battle mode. Okay, so now they're in the battlefield or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And like just Dragon Zord just walks out the cage, and I'm like, okay, so
so we got about some comments here. Yeah,
like what's going on with this?
The comments is a bot. It's a bot in the comments.
Yeah,
what is going on, bot? All right,
I'm clearing them out.
Yeah, somebody is like, that's like 2 weeks in a row we had the shit.
I'm telling you, bots are cool.
That means we're in the algorithm, but that comes with that.
It comes with the territory.
Comes with the territory. But yeah, it was no escape, Tio. It was no escape with that match.
See, that's stupid. That's not cage match.
Yeah.
I mean, my fat ass is not climbing out that cage. I'm going through the damn door.
Oh,
like,
you know what though? Hold on. You know, I'm with a different aspect of that one. I'm like, damn it, the one who leaves the cage should actually be the loser, because I'm like, the whole point is that you're supposed to keep all the interference out. This is supposed to be me and you, and if you trying to leave the cage, I'm like, all right, I should count that as a submission, which is why I'm glad that
listen, Mr. Jack Perry actually did a Shane McMahon. He took a leap of faith, and I'm thinking like this man about to die.
Just barely too.
Just barely, right? So I'm just like, did he even make the table? Like
bum ass table and bum ass elbow drop.
Okay, so T.O. is not a fan at all.
Hell no.
Obviously not, because like I can really feel his energy and his tobacco.
Actually, no. Guys, time out. Actually, no. Because Monday will be a week that I have not chewed.
So it's sunflower seeds.
They're sunflower seeds.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's been a week. It's been a week since I took a dip.
Good job, man.
That's what's
keep it up, there, team.
Oh no, because my wallet is in Colorado in the car, and so I can't buy tobacco. So
it wasn't by choice.
So, I mean, God works in mysterious ways, y'all.
All right. Well, our next match was the AEW Trios Championship with the Death Triangle retaining versus the Elite. What do y'all think about that, fellas? What you got, T.O.? Reese looking for T.O. answer. You got it, bro.
All right. The match was exactly what we expected to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. The entrance for the Bucks and Kenny was exactly what we expected it to be.
Yeah.
What I'm already tired of it. It hasn't even happened. It's best of 7. I'm already tired of it, and it hasn't even happened yet, and I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
What are you guys? It'd be different if each match had a different stipulation. Then I'll be intrigued. But now you have us watching 7 matches for what?
Is every
it's called a feud.
Is the belt going to be on the line every match?
No, it's only going to be for
this is the best of 7.
So only this, I guess, only yesterday the belt was on the line.
The belt was on the line, yeah. So they had I guess that was like one victory toward the best of 7. Now this is what I stated last night. The thing about it is that, and I guess this is where Stephen got in his feelings. So I said that we are so quick to bitch complain about like, well, I don't want to see this and I don't want to see that and blah, blah, blah. But then, you sit here want to see a 60-minute Iron Man match. You telling me that you are willing to see a match for an hour, but you don't want to see a best of 7? Like, how does that make sense? You know? And then, once again, they put in a kick-ass match last night. So I'm like, best of 7. Remind you, there is a storyline that is being told. There's a story that's like, this is a feud between these 3 like trios. So it's just like I don't understand what the problem is. It's just. But
I
yes,
would
I
say-
do. I do concur with To. If this is like stippity doo dah type of shit, and it's like the same thing like over and over again, it's getting repetitive, then I would say, okay, I don't want to see this shit no more.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
And
Between-
I think also where everybody else was going with this too was that you know how AEW is kind of trying to be like a no rematch kind of company, but yet here we are with this series.
Right. And then another thing that we also was talking about as well, it might not even be like a trio, like straight across. It could be Kenny Omega versus Phoenix. It could be Mac Jackson versus Pac. It could be like it could be switching up like Uno cards, which I'm a king of, by the way. But whatever. But I think they should like really mix it up, especially if they're going to do the best of 7.
But I gotta say, like, there was some sequences in this match that was like pretty kick-ass because the whole when the Lucha Brothers and the Young Bucks did the kick sequence, and then they all like kicked each other down, and then like all 4 did the nip up at the same time. That was cool.
Yeah.
And then when Death Triangle did the triple tombstone, that was
crazy. They had a lot of crazy spots in that match. But yeah, toward the end, it really got like crazier and crazier and crazier. You know what I'm saying? So, for me, I thought it was one of the matches of the night for me. But other people was going.
Yeah, my only thing is I'm cool with this, and it like you said, Chris, it told a story because Phoenix. Remember what they told a story with the hammer between
that too.
And so there's a story to be told with that. Like, are they going to start being okay with the cheating, or are they going to like only was that a one-time thing? But my thing was that I kind of feel like I want to see Kenny solo. That was my thing.
We will get that, but we're gonna get to that later in the show. But
yeah,
I'll tell you, like, the one thing I liked about this was actually the fact that Phoenix actually pinned Omega, because that actually threw some surprise to the ending, because I was like, I would have thought if anything one of the Bucks might have taken a pin, but yeah, the fact that you had Phoenix pin Omega,
I think the right team won though. Death Triangle should have won.
Yeah, because like it would have been kind of suspect for the Elite to come in, swoop in, and take a title, and they were suspended because they was getting their ass whooped in the back. Shout out to
I'd be remiss if we didn't mention this one.
What you got?
Oh, Newark. Don't think we ain't heard them fuck you CM Punk chants during the match.
Man, how quickly they turned on him. Man.
No, it's like, you know what? It's not that the fans turned on CM Punk. I think it's CM Punk that turned on the fans because he went into business for himself. I think that's what that is. And then he already had a reputation of being trash in other companies. So it's like you wasn't acting like the variant that you're supposed to be. What you did was you went into business for yourself and you jeopardized a company in the process. That's why them MMA like announcers were trashing CM Punk, saying, hey, don't give him a live mic during a press conference, because I wouldn't either, because he don't know how to act.
They still pretty much, I think Full Gear was finally like the right turn from the media scrum. Like, that's how long the recovery process has been, on top of injuries, of course, that they've been having. Yeah.
2 months. We have to go through that shit. And yeah, you're right, Ziggy. Like, I believe that, this pay-per-view definitely was a redeemer for AEW. This definitely, Yeah, right. But no, this is we definitely have ushered in a new era of AEW in the right way. So 2023 is going to look pretty bright for AEW.
Oh, to Derek's point about since Dynamite will be in Chicago, yeah. I wonder if there are going to be some "fuck you, Elite" chants this week. All right, Chicago, if that happens.
Yeah. I don't know. Chicago's a little bit bipolar, if you will. You know, because the same people that love CM Punk was chanting for MJF.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I don't know. They're much of a, just like me, a wild card. You know, so.
All right, next match was Jade Cargill versus Nyla Rose. I know we all said that wasn't really much to speak on, so we'll go to the next match, which was
you know what? Let's speak on it a little bit. Okay, so the cosplay that Jade played or whatever, I think she was one of the Thundercats or whatever. So apparently she didn't know who Cheetah was from the Thundercats.
She did not know it.
She didn't even know. And then she kept blinking her eyes or whatever. I guess she had eyeshadow in her eyes or some type of shit.
I'm sure that couldn't have felt good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way, by the way, Nyla Guerrero also making her appearance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they coming out
with they came out in the lowrider.
Yep. Came talking about Vicky wearing freaking Rhea Ripley shirt.
I did not see that.
I'm your
mommy. I'm your mommy.
Yeah.
I did not see that.
He was wearing Rhea's shirt.
I mean, she was married to Eddie, so I mean,
yeah. Let's not be petty, you know. Let's not make this WWE versus AEW.
I mean, Eddie was his husband.
You are worse than you are worse than Jesse Venture. No.
I'd say like there was one thing I did have to give like notice to.
Oh, okay. Well,
this is the first time we saw Jade actually trip because
trip.
When's time you ever see Jade fighting in the crowd before last night?
I guess I missed it because I think I was in the bathroom when that happened. Because I really don't remember that. Stop laughing, Z. No, I'm so serious. Like I don't remember that.
But
I told y'all.
Yeah, but
I did.
Yeah, but I just have to say, like, this is the one time you actually saw Jade like totally lose her shit for a moment because it was like. She was fighting in the crowd on the floor a lot more than we are normally used to seeing her. So,
I do have one question.
I'm
sorry. I do have one question for the panel though. Mm-hmm. This TBS championship, like, what are we doing here?
That's a good question.
You know what I'm
saying? See, this is what happens when folks try to experiment on their subject. You know. On the job or whatever. The thing is like, you know, the culture wants to sit back and say, oh yeah, we got an African American woman that's TBS champion and blah 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 blah. Okay, so what's up with the follow-up? What's the end game to this? So is she going to lose her title? Is she going to keep it like Roman Reigns for like another 3 years, infinity and beyond? I mean, like, what are we doing?
I know.
I mean, you want her to be the next Brock. Well, yeah, you want her to be the next Brock Lesnar / Goldberg, going around and dominating everybody. But I mean, for real, like I said about Roman, she's running out of Scooby snacks.
I was about to say, like, about the only people you got left to put her up against are, great.
And that's world title stuff.
Maybe.
So should she just go into the world title scene?
Why not? I mean, they gave Samoa Joe.
No, not yet.
No,
not yet.
Okay.
So you want her to sit over here, just like
the mid card
and shit, collecting ginas and shit. I mean, like, well, I mean, what do you want her to do?
Let Jamie live for a second. Let Hager live for a second. Let her live.
I got you.
Let her breathe. Let her live. Because there's a story being told right now that people are failed to realize. Remember when Randy Orton won the championship and Hunter was like, "Oh yes, yes, yes." Britt Baker's gonna play the same motherfucking role. Like, yeah. Boom. I see it coming. And
no,
then
I'm not talking about Jamie.
No,
Jamie.
I'm
Yes.
not talking about Jamie. I'm talking
But
about
Jay.
Jay.
I'm saying, but don't send Jay straight up there. Let Jamie have her moment with Britt. Let Britt win the title and then do Britt and Jade and let Jade overcome.
He's
Britt.
saying let this story finish.
Yes, because I must have people don't want to say it. Britt Baker is the Charlotte Flair of the women's division AEW.
Yeah, because I don't got nobody else.
Yeah, she's fine. Well, I don't mind.
Yeah, wait a minute. Let's give her. Let's wait till she starts winning 4 more titles or something like that, and then we'll get to that.
And speaking of Britt Baker, the next match was Saraya, as Mr. All-Star Coin, Miss This Is My House, Saraya defeated
Karen.
Oh, yeah. Karen.
AEW's
Karen.
Ring of Honor. I think it's actually Ring of Honor next.
It was Ring of Honor. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right, Reese. It was the Ring of Honor World Championship match. Chris Jericho versus Bryan Danielson versus Claudio Castagnoli versus Sammy Guevara.
Match was crazy. Like, it started off like slow, but this was a match that I also was in the bathroom. I didn't see
really
crazy spots. Yeah, I was literally like,
look at match.
Did you
I have bubble guts.
Yeah, BGs or something.
I had BGs like.
What you ate?
I ate some damn some fish. You know what I'm saying? Like the same fucking fish that he want to get when he come here to Milwaukee.
That
JJ's?
No, it wasn't JJ. No, it wasn't JJ. It was sharks. Yeah, that's the type of fish that make you got bubble guts and shit.
That's that fish from Rush Hour. That gefilte fish.
Yeah.
I want to go to JJ's. I want to go to JJ's.
You gonna go to JJ's by yourself?
Really?
Hell yeah! You gonna go over there by yourself? I ain't getting no headaches. You said you want me up like all night long drinking with you. Okay, cool. But I'm not eating no damn JJ's. I'm not sitting.
Chris said he could drink now. Don't sleep on Chris.
You can go. You can go back to Colorado or Oklahoma.
That man was drunk off of 2.5 cups of Jack and Coke.
Who, Chris?
Nigga, that's because I was depressed.
And then he got mad at me talking about I'm a bad influence.
You are a bad influence. I still stand by that. You got a bald head from Wyoming, and you. I'm telling you,
what Wyoming got to do with it?
You a bad influence that make bad decisions, and that was one of them.
Like I'm
then you call me your best friend and shit. You let me go on the cookout after have me after the food.
And no one put gun to your head.
I hate bald-headed men. I swear I do.
So this is a snippet. This is a snippet of what y'all can get on the cookout. Make sure y'all follow the cookout #Heels for Life on Twitter, and make sure y'all are following the channel. Follow Chris. Follow T.O. Follow Reese. Everybody is in the cookout. So if we're in the cookout, you can jump in off of one of us, and y'all can hear the crazy dialogue that you hear today. So definitely,
this ain't crazy dialogue. This is real
life. He's just mad. He's just mad that he exposed himself. He let his guard down. He was vulnerable, and the world got to see it.
That's
now
good.
Everybody's like, oh, he's not as hardcore as you thought he was. He's a nice soft teddy bear.
Wow.
That's
fair. I was like,
yeah. Only if Chris likes you though.
Yeah, and I don't like a lot of people, but no, going back to this fatal 4-way though. I think maybe Sammy should have got it. I'm like,
really?
I was really hoping that we can get like maybe a Randy Orton type of win when he beat Chris Benoit. He got his ass whooped or whatever by Chris Jericho.
Okay.
Like I was hoping that we'll probably get that
type
of But Chris Jericho once again is starting to act like Donald Trump. of professional wrestling. Like this is about me and me only. I mean, I'm just absolutely fabulous. I'm real fabulous. I'm doing absolutely tremendous things. You know, me and my title penis.
I mean, they were at that thing in January, right? Oh, they donated to the. Never mind. But this was still a good match. Bryan Danielson, Claudio Castagnoli, Sammy Guevara, they all put in good performances. I think the ending was pretty cool with the giant swing, and he kind of like hopscotched and hit the Judas Effect elbow. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Double Dutch.
Like that. Yeah.
It kind of went like that.
But I gotta say, this one definitely had a lot of great spots up in it. Like when Danielson and Claudio each got one of Jericho's legs and did like a 2-man waltz Jericho. Sammy when he faked the hug, but then like put Jericho in and go to hell and then hit him with the shooting star.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's definitely some good spots to this.
Or
match.
the pose, or the little pose he did, you know.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So we got a reply from Factions Cast podcast. Yeah. Jericho losing that final battle either to Davey Richards or Jay Briscoe.
Oh, for our But is the network still upset at the Briscoes?
Yes, they are.
That's the only thing, because I think they probably would have been in the mix.
Oh, very much so.
Yeah.
You know, it's just the thing about this. Like for me, like if you said some homophobic shit, I mean, I'll just like say, hey, you know, you're gonna have to watch that next time, or like I'm just gonna be done with you. But you know about cancer culture. You know, you say one thing, then you know they kill you off the next. I mean, look at Velveteen Dream. Like he wasn't even guilty in the court of law.
Even if it's like 25 years old, yes,
right.
Somebody's gonna dig it up and just like bring it back to you. So.
I mean, so they basically are the judge, the jury, and the executioner. So, whatever.
Yeah. So, what do y'all think happens with, I guess, the fallout of this match? So, like, what's next for Bryan Danielson, Claudio, the parties involved? What do y'all think?
My thing is that they need to worry about what's going on at home. Before we talk about before we talk about any titles. They need to worry about what's going on there, huh?
I think that's where that's at next. Because
so what about Sammy? What y'all think about Sammy then?
Dude, I think Sammy was just a Scooby snack. He was just there.
I got you.
Just there to be there.
Get him on the card. Keep him happy.
Well, I mean, much people don't like him. The man was just older in Dubai. Like the man is making moves without, outside of wrestling. He was out there in Dubai for the Floyd Mayweather fight. He was a commentator.
I mean, think about it. How old is Sammy Guevara?
20-some.
I mean, he'll be all right.
Yeah, 25.
He's doing dumb shit when when.
I think people are just still mad about the whole the marriage thing.
Yeah.
I mean, if he want to go around here slanging dick or whatever, I mean that's fine. He can do it on his own time.
Yeah, but no, I guess I get why people are upset at him. I understand. I guess I get it, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Just let it be.
People out here cheating and doing all type of stuff, but they get mad at Sammy Guevara. Let that man.
Right. I'm like, number one, why in the fuck you mad at Sammy? That's not your dick. That's his. So, like, why are you worried about who he's fucking around with? You know what I'm saying? What happened if I was in your business and talk about, okay, why in the fuck you was talking to this girl and you know you married? Like, I don't need to be telling another man what to do with his sexual appetites. You know what I'm saying? If you want fucking grapes, get grapes. You know
this is where facts. This is where Sammy,
and it better be cotton candy grapes.
Yeah, you know?
Where he really messed up was just doing that proposal on TV.
Yeah,
that's where he really messed up at.
Yeah.
recorded it, but hell.
Yeah.
But anyway, bottom line is this though. Sammy Guevara's like, hey, unlike Tom Brady, I still got a Brazilian to go home to.
Not the straight shots at Tom Brady.
Right.
Well, I'm just saying, but I mean, his almost ex-wife is over there going to Costa Rica, whatever, with her jiu-jitsu coach.
This is crazy though. Like, yeah, cancel culture is a motherfucker. He said that 9 years ago, apologized and donated to the LGBTQ organization, but still got kids canceled.
Alphabet Crew.
I mean, I'm part of that crew, but shit, I don't give a fuck. I mean, you apologize, okay? Let's move on.
And as Chris said, we will move on to the next match. Hey man, I'm working on my segue game.
Warehouse.
Thank you.
The next match was Saraya. I'm sorry, what'd you say, Tio?
Chris is going to need that because one of these days he's going to have an interview with Booker T. So he's going to need you to get that segue.
I'm telling you, King Booker gonna be pressing him.
Pressing who?
King
Pressing who?
You.
Pressing me about what?
My brother told me about you, sucker.
Oh, I'm like, oh. And I say, and you know what my reaction? And I say, and.
I think this will all be. My quack.
I think once Chris and Booker finally talk, this will all be water under the bridge, and we'll be.
No, it won't. No, that
No,
motherfucker right there is petty as hell. No. He's gonna hold this.
You damn right. You damn right. Yes. You should know that petty energy after what I did to your ass 2 days ago. So you should know.
Dang, he took up for you. You just reversed it right back on him.
No.
What he did, he a good Uno player.
What he did, he laid down the 7 card.
Chris saw that, yeah.
That's what he did. He ain't reversed shit. He just took the 7 card and dropped it down and took his 8,000 cards he had in his hand and took away my 2 cards.
Why you laughing, Chris?
That's exactly what he would do.
Oh God,
Tio, you can't let this man run you off the table in Uno.
Bro. No, he didn't. And then the time he wants to play, I'm already halfway ready to go to sleep and everything. You know what I mean?
That's that old man energy. That don't got nothing to do with me.
Yo, we were playing one night, right? And I'm playing, and then like the other 2 people were taking too long, so I instantly started.
Why they taking so long at Uno?
I started dozing off, right? And then he goes, "Are you sleeping?" I'm like, "No."
I don't know what you're talking about.
You remember Chris in my line? He's all, "You're tired, huh?" I was like,
"Oh, see. After that, we because we were talking during the cookout, or whatever.
That's
so
funny.
Everybody hung up. So I don't know what else happened.
5 hours that night. That night we were almost on the phone for almost 5 hours that night.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. So yeah, his ass was I'm like,
we were on the phone for 5 hours. This is just shooting the shit. I told y'all, like when y'all feel like y'all come to cookout or
I'm telling them, yeah.
Chris and I
goes anywhere and everywhere.
We talk almost all day, every day, and then we have like these 5-hour conversations just about random dumb shit, and like we'll really talk for 5 hours. And I said, this man, literally my best friend, like literally in almost 8 months, this guy really became my best friend, and we talk every damn day about wrestling, about the podcast, about his life, my life. You know what I mean? About my French toast sticks and his dirty rice.
Not the dirty rice.
Wow.
But yeah, let's on to the next match.
Yes.
On to the next match. We have boom, got you, big dog. Saraya defeats Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. In a return match.
I just wasn't. She right now she got back. She didn't get injured. Okay,
I think that was the main thing.
Yeah, it was just them being safe, whatever. So that I would give them a pass on that one. Other than that, I didn't really care for the match. But once again, I give them a pass for that based on the circumstances, and I'll leave it at that.
Britt Baker worked the shit out of that woman's neck. Y'all cannot tell me that Britt was trying to injure that woman. She was on that woman's neck. She was.
That's what a good hit would do here, Tio. So
I understand that, but no, I was like, for me, I was telling Chris, I was like, you know what, this might be a little too early. The neck, we don't know. How is it that the WWE has some access to the best doctors known to man?
Mm-hmm.
And they said no. She goes to AEW, and then she hears yes.
Well, more than Brian Danielson.
You are dumb.
But yeah, but it's like it was a good thing. It was like, yeah, you know, you got bad neck, yeah, take care of it, but still work it. And
you gotta tell you. You got to do them neck muscles. You got to do 1 and 2 and 1 and 2.
She did that. She did that. Ask Xavier Woods. She's good at that.
Or Brad Maddox. But yeah. This match did go a little slower than normal though.
Oh yeah, I think she was. I mean, you know, shout out to Britt Baker. They put her in there and with Saraya, and then too to take the pinfall. You know, a lot of people probably would have felt some kind of way about that, but you know, she was a team player. You know, she Saraya came in, got her her return match in, and Britt Baker took care of her, and she got the win, the 1, 2, 3 with the I don't know what she's calling it. It used to be called the Rampage, the Cradle DDT.
The Page Turner or whatever.
The Page Turner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
the Gluck 4000.
But definitely glad no one got hurt. She's back doing what she loves to do, and everybody's good.
But my question is, to what extent are we going to get her though? What extent are they going to deliver her to us? And what way are we going to get her? Like full-fledged match, boom, 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 spot, bang, 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 or are we going to get the patty cake, rock my baby, bubble
ladder,
batter rap? Put her ass in a damn ladder match. Like,
Lord,
I want to test that neck. I want to see what that neck do.
I mean, we seen what that neck do in that porno.
Just giving that Gluck 3000 right now. I want to see that 4000.
You know what? I'm sorry, Saraya. If you ever see this video, I am so sorry. I should have never.
We're not gonna get invited to no medium scrums.
I'm sorry.
I hope she sees this because she needs to hit that software upgrade to the 4000.
Hey,
wow.
Still get out there. Next.
Yeah.
All right. The next match was the TNT Championship match. Samoa Joe wins the title over the then champion Wardlow and Will Powerhouse Hobbs.
I was going after Mac Daddy Hobbs. I really was.
Hobbs. I'm really rooting for Hobbs, man.
I was, but then I am not mad at the Samoa Joe shit. No. Like Samoa Joe was a lurking threat, but no one failed to realize it.
They weren't taking him serious.
Yeah, and that was another thing about this pay-per-view too, that there were a lot of surprises, a lot of matches that we thought that this was going to be the outcome, but then they went another way. So I enjoyed it. I really did. Matter of fact, I was trying to watch the pay-per-view before we went on the air, but of course,
kind of watch it again.
Man, please, I'm watching that shit again.
Like in hindsight, this was like the smartest way to do this match because just like Wardlow didn't see Joe attacking him when he said, "Oh, I'm going to go after every belt in the company." Mm-hmm. Yeah, Wardlow should have kept his eye on Joe's again.
He told him.
Yeah. At this time, but this time Joe did it in the match, so I was like,
like a lot of people still having.
There you go.
Yeah, because
that's not the only thing I didn't think was like Hobbs taking the pin on this one.
But can we look at one thing?
Yeah.
The Samoans are collecting the belts.
They are.
Yeah. 2 Joes with 2 belts.
They are.
Then the Usos.
Yep. Hey. Yeah, 2022. It's year to Samoa.
And then wait until their cousin come over. Wait until Bronson comes back.
Mm-hmm.
Put the IC belt on Bronson, but
Bronson Reed.
Yep, his contract for in New Japan has come to an end, and the WWE has already shot him a contract. Shot him an offer.
What was he? Jonah.
Yeah.
New Japan.
Yeah, but WWE has already sent him an offer. He
did pretty good in NXT. I was kind of upset. I was kind of disappointed that Vince and them, let him go during COVID.
He was the wrong shade of brown.
Sure. Was that what that was?
I thought he had a lot of upside. I felt he had a lot of upside, but they let him go.
Yep, wrong shade of brown.
That's funny how I think that's funny how T.O. put it. Just wrong shade of brown. That's funny.
Wrong shade of brown.
Interesting.
That's crazy. But where does Will Hobbs go from here? Powerhouse Hobbs.
Catering.
You think so? Back to catering? I hope not, man.
They dropped the ball with him and Ricky. They dropped the ball with him and Brian Cage. They've dropped the ball with him and Keith Lee, and they dropped the ball with him and Wardlow. What else for him to do?
I really don't know where they can put him in this because it's like I really don't know where to
maybe put him in a tag. Well, that's going backwards if you put him in a tag.
That's going backwards, yeah. See, and that's another thing with AEW. It's like if one storyline doesn't work, you have to have a fallback just in case if the main one doesn't work. So they don't do that. They don't strategize like that. They do shit on the fly. And sometimes it'll work to your advantage and sometimes it won't.
Right.
And with Hobbs has been green. Matter of fact, Hobbs and Jay Cargill are like the same two people. You know what I'm saying? They're both green.
I feel
Hobbs improved.
Hobbs is figurative green. Jade's like sometimes literally green.
Yeah, like she's like
Jade got Similac on her breath still.
But no, with Hobbs, I really don't know. Like we'll see what happens on Wednesday.
Hopefully they figure it out with him because I'm really rooting for Hobbs to make his move in AEW. I want him to be like the AEW's version of like Bobby Lashley. Like it's not that hard. Just have him beat the fuck out of people.
It depends, you know what I'm saying? It really depends on where they put him. Like honestly, if they go ahead and put him in Ring of Honor, I wouldn't even be mad at that.
He could be he could take Joe's TV title.
The only way I see what they do, like you said, Ziggy, making him just like a complete monster, going in and like Bobby
spine busting people. Yeah.
The only way I see them doing that and actually like collecting bodies will be on Dark. Because that's where most bodies are found. It's true.
Hey, I know that you're right.
That is true.
Damn, I just hate that. I just hate that for my boy, man.
You know what, but you know what? And we're gonna get to two people and later. Sometimes starting on Dark leads to good things, but we'll keep that in order.
I mean, that's true too, Reese. That's true.
All right. Oh Lord! Damn! I was wishing All Star and Real was on for this next segment because these two. Okay.
So we have the next match, a no DQ match, tag team match. Sting and Darby Allin defeats the Outlaw, Jeff Jarrett, Double J, and Jay Lethal.
Oh Lord. I was so wanting All-Star and Real to be on this one because these two was going at it in the comments because I was like, stuff saying, hey, man, don't nobody want to see Jeff Jarrett trash ass. These are his words, not mine. Nobody want to see his trash ass on this pay-per-view. That Jeff Jarrett's garbage. And then All-Star like, man, you was a Jeff Jarrett hater. There's no Double J slander on this one. But then All-Star comes back and then later is like, man, honestly, this match is garbage. And I had to laugh as soon as I said that because I'm like, as soon as Stephen reads this, I know he's gonna say he's gonna wind up saying, see, I told you so. He comes back saying, you see the light there, right? And I was like,
I like the ending of the match though. He when Sting countered the lethal injection into the was the Scorpion Death Drop and then into the coffin drop.
The botch. It was botched.
It was. You know, I saw what they were trying to do.
Yeah, his service was nervous.
he started lagging.
Yeah, it was buffering.
One thing that I do want to point out that when Darby was like 25 feet in the air and they were like on the ramp or whatever, and he was like, I guess he was trying to land on Jarrett. What's that tall looking dude or whatever?
Yeah.
Satnam Giant.
So he caught him from 25 feet in the air and chokeslammed him. He took him by the throat, carried him, and he tossed him.
Just
tossed him.
Hey, had to make sure you if you tried to do that in one motion,
some people like that in bed.
You said what?
Some people like that in bed.
You actually ain't lying about that one. I don't know who.
So y'all going around choking people,
but still,
y'all going around choking people like Kane with that. It's like
actually,
wow.
One hand. Hey, listen. One hand is sexual, two hands is DV.
Can you at least just like very gently, like y'all gotta go in there and just
just go in there like, you know what I mean?
So you want to show how strong you are, right?
Hey, man. After a couple shots of Tron, put you in the zone. You feel me?
Yeah.
Wow.
I gotta say this though, like I had to give Jeff Jarrett the creative entrance to the night because him coming out with all the fake stings and having all of them yelling, was like, I do gotta admit, Jarrett, I gotta give you the entrance of the night for that one. That was actually funny.
Over the Elite?
Yeah.
No, the Elite entrance was awesome.
That's all I said. Over the Elite.
Don't you cry no more.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not crying, you are.
Yeah, I was about to say like, but what's another spot? And then of course we had to have the shout out to him for this one. The crazy old man diving like because he's going through a midlife crisis spot where Sting dove on Satnam, Sanjay, and Lethal all at the same time off the rail.
I don't understand why people think that seeing nostalgic shit every like 3 months or whatever. Don't get me wrong. I think
Takes him 3 months to heal. That's why.
Huh?
Takes him 3 months to heal.
Yeah.
Touche.
But Reese, I have a question. Whose old man dive is better, Sting or Dave LaGreca's?
Damn. This might be a biased answer, but Sting's. Yeah.
Not with the pinky extended.
Yeah. Although I will say that's like if LaGreca like makes it to 70 though, then I'd probably give it to him because I think Sting's gonna be like done in a year or so. But also I like the spot where Sting tried to do the Scorpion Death Drop on Satnam, but he couldn't do it. But then he got a little help from Darby with the
Was that a botch?
Oh no, they actually
no, that was legit. That was a spot. That was a spot. It wasn't a bot.
That was a spot. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That was awesome. I enjoyed that.
Yeah. And it's like we taking you down one way or the other.
Chris like, well,
yeah.
And then when Darby tried to do another coffin drop, but then Jeff Jarrett like smashed him with the guitar.
Yes. Yo, do you see the form of that swing? That was textbook.
No.
So like one of the swings that you be doing in softball.
You'll see next month.
Oh, I feel so fuzzy inside. I do.
So do we like Jeff Jarrett or where are we at with Jeff Jarrett?
I don't give a fuck about Jeff Jarrett. I'm trying to figure out why he's still wrestling.
He is the bag collector.
What about you, Reed?
That man collected a bag this year.
Yeah. Hey, facts though.
Hey, I mean, WWE for SummerSlam. He got Ric Flair's last
and
match.
he got in the Hall of Fame.
Well, at least. Well, actually, maybe not necessarily Ric Flair's last match.
Actually,
me personally, like, I don't see what is the big hype about Jeff Jarrett. Like, from my understanding, he is a 12-time world champion, which I didn't even know this shit at all.
He was a former WCW champ.
Yeah, like so that's where he got all his rings.
Well, mostly in TNA, but he did win the title in WCW.
I know, but like it was where I couldn't see him. So
so he was
that's fair.
What?
That's fair. He didn't watch it.
I didn't.
Just because you didn't have cable TV, don't mean you had to shit on everybody else's. Don't piss on everybody else's Cheerios.
I would tell people about your,
next segment, please.
Okay. Don't let me. I'll tell people about your green card. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell people about your green card.
It's not a green card. It's dual citizenship. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I forgot you are from Taiwan. Stop.
Speaking of
Jeff Jarrett may not be the king of the but he's definitely king of the
speaking of dual citizenship, this next match had two ladies that are not from the USA. We had Toni Storm and Jamie Hayter, where Toni Storm lost the AEW interim women's championship to Jamie Hayter, and Jamie Hayter is now your new women's world champ.
I have a question. How many times did Thunder Rosa defend her title?
I don't think she defended at all, bro.
In the last 7 months, never. But like before that, I think she had 3.
But
how many times had Toni Storm defended her title?
More than 3.
So should not be interim no more if she defended the title more than Toni motherfucking Storm? I'm tired of this interim shit. She's not here. You lost your title, whether it's NBA or not. Okay. This should not be interim. It should be, you know what? You lost your title. You gave it up because of injury. When you come back, you'll get it. You can get a title shot. But right now, no. This woman's defending the title more than she did. It should not be interim. Give this woman some respect. God,
yeah. Now,
but I'm just saying, give a woman some respect. And Jamie.
Yeah, the Cakester.
Yeah, and I guess awesome. in Thunder Rosa's defense, this is all a Tony Khan's decision. She said that she was told that she's gonna keep the belt while she goes to rehab her injuries and different things like that. So I don't know what Tony was really trying to think booking wise for Thunder Rosa, but I mean, yeah,
it didn't work. I don't think. I honestly think that they should just give Tony her respect.
Yeah. Well, now Jamie, for her, since she's the champ, and like I said, this was a much earned one because and I'm going to use a term that I heard in Media Scrum, and I think it was dead on. Jamie Hayter has a ground-swelling reaction because out of anybody in the AEW's women's division, she has had the most naturally over reaction probably ever.
Yeah, people really like her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but I tell you, it's not the ground that's swelling.
Over in Toni Storm was the internet darling before she came to AEW. Now it's like Jamie Hayter kind of took that spot.
Yep.
Yeah, like Toni Storm was like literally coming out to 0 reactions. Yeah, and I said, that's not a good sign.
But because there's no build for them.
That pie in the face.
Yeah, but there's no build for them. Tony Khan does not care about the women's division. He knows he has to have him because he has to have him. But again, if he didn't have to have a women's division, there would be no women's division. He has to have it, so he just here, whatever. Here. He doesn't care about them. Because if he did, there would be more built for them. They would be able to have more reaction, more TV time, more mic time, whatever.
see, he only cares about two.
Britt.
He only cares about two.
Britt.
Yeah,
Britt and Britt.
Jay. Well, Jay to a lesser extent.
Jay barely talks. It's Britt and Britt. That's it.
Well, now she stopped talking after the Nyla segment, but before that, Before that, she always had like one segment, like every week.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, like, because there's no build for them. That's why they're getting little to no reaction. But Saraya got a pop because, for WWE and her Pornhub. Other than that, there's no other reason why she got that big pop. They don't get that much pop no more because there's no time for people to invest. He's not allowing people to invest into his women.
And then, not to mention,
that's true.
And I actually found something, and did y'all notice that women's spots are usually like right before whatever quote unquote the main event segment is for Dynamite? Have y'all noticed that the last for a majority of the last year? And I was like, when I heard Cornette mention it, and when he mentions like how the quarterly segments go, those segments usually have the biggest drops.
Yeah. I think they try to do it just so because they know people are going to start about to tune in for the main event. So they figure that, hey, if you put this by the main event, people have to watch it because they're sitting down waiting for the main event to start. It's not working that way, but is it working that way? I don't think so. People see that and they're like, I'm going to flip the channel and wait for it to come back on. Okay. And you know what I mean? So I think that's the reason, but I feel like there's no build for them. That's the reason why there's no pop for them. There's people really not invested in it. And that's why think about the last few months or last few weeks or whatever, most of his women matches have been on where? Dark.
True. And but now there will be a women's story with the build because, again, going back to the scrum, somebody asked, what do you think about the potential of, somebody asked Jamie Hayter, what do you think about the potential of you and Britt being rivals? And I was like, we all see it coming because if you think we forgot about All Out, T.O. just said it. And actually, it's referenced
I don't mind it
several times.
Honestly,
it's going to be Randy Orton, Triple H all over again because.
Who's going to have Jamie Hayter on their shoulders? A Rebel? Was it Rebel?
Probably.
Yeah. What is Rebel ever going to wrestle or like what is going on?
She's just a manager
outside of Dark.
Yeah. Outside of Dark, I'm telling you, they all live in Dark.
Oh, so that's what that is. Okay.
I told you they all live in Dark, and it's sad. Oh man, I'm not a feminist, but I do believe in women's rights, and I do believe in equal share. And if you work hard, you should be able to get the same opportunities. I'm all for that. But you're not giving them this opportunity. You're not giving them a shot. They're busting their ass, and you're giving them freaking crumbs. You're paying them not even minimum wage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're making them work. You're making them work like a waitress without the freaking tips.
Basically.
Yeah, because they're pretty much fighting for the opportunity to get hired on, to have that tweet that Tony Khan says that you're all elite.
Yeah. Yeah, basically what they are is like they're women's wrestlers, but they're being treated like WWE divas, basically. Like before the whole hashtag give divas a chance thing.
Yeah. Modern day slavery.
All right, and on that note, we'll go to our next match. Why Chris shake his head? He's like,
I'm just listening.
All right, we got the next match is the AEW World Tag Team Championship. The champions, the Acclaim, retain their championships against Swerve and Our Glory, the team of Swerve Strickland and Keith Limitless Lee.
The X team nailed because
he slapped the shit out of him.
Yeah. But can we rewind and talk about what Max said about Swerve?
Oh yeah, go ahead. What you got?
Yo, do y'all watch Monsters? Have y'all seen Ziggy? Your dad. You seen Monsters Inc., right?
Yeah.
You know the reference. When you dropped that reference, I popped so hard for that right there. I literally popped.
Kind of got that resemblance though, but it was like him.
Yo, I popped way too hard for that one. I was like, damn, I'm really a dad.
Yeah, but I was like, I'm not surprised Max went there because Max do like his cartoons and anime stuff, so
there we go.
But
let's talk about that turn, Chris. Chris has been wanting this for so long. He's been waiting for it. He's been spitting it. He's been arguing about it. He's been crying. He's been bitching. He's been moaning. He's been tweeting. He's been eating. He's been waiting for this moment. And he finally got it. Ish.
He smacked
shit out of him, though.
Remember
that one time?
James.
Yeah, no. Remember that time that your mama slapped you because you said poop instead of saying BM? Y'all said poop instead of saying bowel movement. And your mom said smack the block off his ass.
What the five fingers say? What the five fingers say to the face? Smack.
Yeah, like the thing with Slurve, with Swerve in Our Glory. Yeah, I knew that was coming. You know, I'm glad it happened. Mm-hmm. Now it's like I think we're about to get an epic view between these two. And the one thing about Swerve, I know everybody in the world do not like Swerve at all. But Swerve is on another level.
Why do people not like Swerve? We love Swerve
because of what he said during that interview with
the
top 500.
But
that's his opinion.
Yeah, that's his opinion, but a lot of people just didn't like that shit.
A lot of people don't like your opinions,
Jesus.
right? Right, Stephen? People don't like opinions right no more, right, Steph? Stephen.
Yeah, but props to the Acclaim on this one because Anthony Bones still that shoulder injury.
A lot of people thought he was hurt for real.
Yeah. Well, with the way Swerve was working on that arm, I would have thought so too. But that just goes to show how good of a work they do. And also that guardrail spot was also pretty funny too.
Okay, Jay Uso and Roman Reigns.
Wait,
and Sammy.
I'm I know I'm not feeling no pussy. I get that.
Well, Roman said, "No, don't turn around, stand right here."
Oh my god!
Yo, find your inner Uzi.
So
no, I don't have no pussy.
All right, so real quick, so a situation happened in the cookout chat session. Stefan was trying to make a comment about a match, and then Chris just shut his ass down and told his ass to carry on. And then he goes, "Oh well, I guess I can have my pins in here." And everybody started laughing, and then I was egging it on, and then it was like 5 minutes later, somebody else was trying to say something, and then he goes, "Man, chill. I mean, you can't have your pins in here no more."
Bro, y'all got in y'all feelings?
Hey, that's why he is the original. This is disrespectful.
Listen.
Y'all see that? Y'all see that?
See what?
Joke for going over
feelings. His feelings. You put it in your pocket.
Listen, like I told
we love you. Yo, G, Steph G, we love you, brother. We love you.
The one thing is that never mind.
We're heels. We're supposed to be assholes.
Yeah, we are. It just someone said this on Someone said this shit on TikTok that this generation has gotten very soft when it came to, you know, if you say something and you shut them down saying like, why everybody bitching or whatever, and then they feel some type of way, and then they just close themselves off from the world or whatever, talking about, man, I can't have no opinions. I said, let me share with you what I went through. You and Dre was going back and forth for almost fucking 8 minutes saying, I didn't like this and I don't like that and this and this and that and whatever. And I'm sorry, I'm a very impatient person. And I said, y'all need to really stop bitching and complaining about this shit. Like, this shit is ridiculous. Let the shit play out. Or what Dre will usually say is, let the shit cook. Let the shit cook. And then we'll go from there. And I guess Stephen had a problem with it or whatever, because like he was just like, nah, I'm not going to say anything else. No, don't fade back. No, let's talk about this. Like, air out your grievances. If that's how you feel, that's just how you feel.
I mean, a healthy relationship happens when you communicate.
Oh my
that's
God.
Big fact.
Speaking of not communicating,
Keith Lee looks so scrumptious on here. Like, he really do. I'm sorry.
Me and Yuma have something to say about that.
I bet she does. Somebody that gets zero reactions, but you know, whatever.
So this is a clip from The Turn. Swerve wanted Keith Lee to cheat.
Scrumptious.
Used them pliers.
He's like, nah, dog.
It changed.
Yo, he didn't slap him. He slapped his neck.
Yeah. Well, as big as Keith Lee is, you kind of can't.
Yo, rewind it. He slapped the shit out of his
I'm
neck.
telling you, that's all that slap meat. Slap meat.
Watch right here.
All that.
Bam!
Damn.
Yeah.
Nah, that was.
Okay, now you do it that way.
Keep it right here.
That way. God damn.
Don't Keith Lee kind of look like this marquee if you freeze it right there?
Hey. He looks like All-Star. He looks like All-Star if All-Star got a haircut and trimmed his beard.
No, that looks like when Martin got his ass whipped with a whole bunch of knots on his head.
Oh yeah, with that fight with Tommy Hearns. Yeah.
I don't know, T.O. That looked like he slapped him in the jaw, bro.
Yeah, no. Now that you freeze it, it looks like All-Star getting slapped. Like All-Star had no hair and a trimmed beard. It looks like All-Star.
Wow. No, that looks like when you Sonic boom.
Not Captain Guile from Street Fighter.
He hit him with the Sonic boom. Hit him the tiger.
Either that or
right. Tiger like uppercut.
If you fight like that one dude in Mike Tyson Punch Out.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, right. They be getting fucked up for real. Man.
Right, yeah. Yo, I was like, I loved how the audience reaction, they was all like, you fucked up. But like Keith kept it, but Keith was like trying to keep his cool and not like really go off on Swerve. But
that shit was dope. I ain't not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That was clean.
He didn't have to knock the Sonic rings out him like that though.
Not the Sonic rings. And AB said that Chris channeling his inner William Regal talking to Excalibur with that Keith Lee comment. I don't even know what the fuck. I don't know what I said.
Keith
Lee no. Oh, scroll. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I didn't get that part.
I missed that one first myself, but I was like,
I didn't miss it. I just ignored it.
Yeah.
But thank you, Tio.
Yo, props to the Acclaimed on this one.
You gotta let it ride.
Yeah. You know, Ziggy, I'm a dead goldfish. I'm a dead goldfish.
So is this the part that we supposed to care about your goldfish? I listen. I don't give a fuck about Nemo. I don't because that doesn't pertain anything to this conversation.
Yeah,
that's the whole point of the That's the whole point of the comment of you and your scrumptious.
So you gonna get some more fish? You gonna get some more pussy? Mm-hmm.
I'm not feeling oozy.
Yeah,
feeling oozy. So what's next? What's next for the Acclaim, guys?
FTR. There you go.
FTR. Okay.
Them, the Guns.
FTR been the number one contender for almost 2 years.
Yep.
2 years, 3 days, 14 minutes, and 14 seconds to be exact.
Well, I guess they did get rid of the rankings, so they could just give anyone a title shot.
Oh, now they want to get rid of the rankings because they knew it was flawed.
Yeah.
You know, so
But you know, though, and actually to tie into like the whole dark thing, they claim it's a perfect example. Here's two guys that wasn't read this in Regal's voice.
Read this in Regal's voice. Keith Lee, you lovely old chocolate muffin, you. I just want to.
Just want you to know all over me.
War Games.
Oh god, War Games.
That was actually hilarious right there, man.
That is funny.
Hey, shout out to AB.
Yeah,
you are funny.
Oh shit,
funny, sir.
Shout out to
AB. That's not that AB. We confirmed that like a couple months ago.
Oh, it's a different AB.
It's a different AB.
Okay, we'll still shout out to this AB.
Yeah.
Okay, shout out to you, AB.
And the final match of the night, we have the AEW World Championship match.
What we saw coming a mile away.
Yep. We have the AEW World Championship match. MJF defeats the then champion Jonathan Moxley to win his first World Championship ever in his career.
AEW champion ever.
All I gotta say is that this is a new era, and it's fucking awesome. I love it. I'm really loving it.
Thank you. Fuck you. Bye.
And shout out to John Moxley for
scrum. That's where T.O.
Shout out to John Moxley for holding it down during this crazy time with the media scrum, and he was supposed to go on vacation after CM Punk defeated him at the other pay-per-view. Yeah.
So was on him.
Yeah, so shout out to John Moxley, and congrats to MJF. I mean, who's won championships this young? We got Brock Lesnar, The Rock, Randy Orton. I mean, think of the names we just mentioned. Like, this is some pretty special company to be a part of.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The one thing I would say about this pay-per-view as well is that AEW has literally tremendously bounced back.
There you go.
Like, really, really, literally bounced back. And I thought that they were down for the count, and they just came back and just said, fuck no. We're going to let you know why we are like the hottest company right now. And they need this momentum, and they just got to keep it going.
There you go. Very well said, Chris. I agree.
I know. I definitely agree. I would say that we saw a different side of MJF. He stepped out of his comfort zone this match. MJF normally plays it safe. Hey, that's why I said that him and The Miz are the smartest men in the game. They don't play outside their means. This was the first time we saw MJF play outside of his means.
Yeah.
What do you mean, bro? Give us some examples. He was
going to drag it out of him one way or the other. So
yeah, I mean, think about some of the spots that he did. MJF does not do those type of spots on a regular basis.
Yeah, especially like the tombstone on the apron, taking the driver off the table.
These are stuff that MJF does not do. He plays it. He plays into his own mean. He's wrestled his own matches. He makes you wrestle his match, his pace. He stepped outside of his comfort zone.
So can we not talk about how the comparisons between Miz and MJF, because they are not in the same planet right now. They're not even in that same solar system.
No, but what I mean, but I'm not trying to say in that, like, I get what you're saying, but we're talking about the safe aspect. How long, like we never see these two guys go outside the means of their style, and then MJF stepped out of that style, and he did extra stuff that we've never seen him do before. Those spots. We've never seen him do the spots before. Am I right or wrong?
No,
yeah, but
that's what I mean, because they stay in their own wrestling styles, and so for us to see this side of MJF is showing us that he's willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants in a sense, or show us that there's more in his repertoire than what he showed us. Showing us.
Mm-hmm. And plus, he's gotta have to do that because now with him being the champion, he's gotta show something a little bit different each time if he wants this. And if he wants, because we know he'll have the mic work. That will never go away from him. But if he can combine the mic with the in-ring and like elevate it, but still let it keep natural to what where I think Tio was eventually heading to this one, then you're gonna make his run legitimate.
Yes. But then also it will add more to his stock with his contract coming up.
Yep. Bidding War 24.
Yep. Yep.
Also,
MJF will be fire.
Yeah. Just said that they're going to be doing it in like 2 weeks, and that's going to be his first opponent.
Ricky Starks versus MJF, and that's why I asked if y'all like Ricky Starks as a babyface versus a heel because of that dynamic with MJF. Because if you really think about it, how many strong babyfaces do we have to go against MJF at the moment? Not a lot, right?
So this is confirmed.
At least not on a promo, anyway.
Oh, wait. So it's going to either be Ethan Page or Ricky Starks.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
yes. Okay. But in terms of after this is concluded, what other baby faces do y'all see going up against MJF?
There's no, like he said, there's nobody that says anything.
Yeah, promo-wise, there's nobody. But as far as in-ring, you've got a few choices. Yeah.
Yeah, Brian. You have, I guess, Claudio. That's kind of where I was getting at with the Kenny Omega comment earlier in the show. Babyface Kenny. But I guess those guys really can't be faces right now. The Elite.
I mean, Adam Cole, if he ever comes back, but I think we're done. I think Adam Cole's done, y'all.
He's hurt more than what we thought. Yeah.
It's that concussion. How many concussions has he had? And they said this concussion was serious. It was more severe than his previous.
On top of the ones he had in NXT.
Yeah, the one with when Kyle O'Reilly that took his jaw off.
Yep.
The axe kick.
Just like, bro, like, why y'all? Yeah, man. It's just, I mean, I know it happens in wrestling, but some of these moves, like you said earlier, Tio, people get on MJF's wrestling style, people get on the Miz's wrestling style, but
they were able to wrestle for so long for a reason.
Very, very well put when you said that as well. And one thing we didn't talk about earlier was William Regal turns heel on Jon Moxley, turns his back on the person that really he started the Blackpool Combat Club. What you say, Reese?
Yeah, that's why I let in with saying, speaking of betrayals that we saw coming to mind.
Yeah. Right. So what do you what do y'all think about it?
When you had that first promo,
Chris called it.
Well, we kind of
I told because like the whole thing about William Regal is like sometimes like especially in storytelling, long-term storytelling, you have to go all the way back in their past, and then that will let you know it'll give you some clues of what might happen in this upcoming storyline.
Hey.
So William Regal was not the devil, but he was like you could see glimpse of what's to come with William Regal in WCW. And in WWE, like early days in WWE, he was one of them people where he played the face, but he was really playing as he was the devil. And then in NXT, he did the same thing. And then we come to AEW, and MJF is like telling this story that William Regal actually put all of the plans in motion on not to piss off MJF, but this is actually to get him ready for the big match, which is the AEW Championship. So and then he said, like, I'm the devil that you know. But what he was really talking about was the person that molded him in the first place. Because there's always going to be a bigger entity than, you know what I'm saying, than yourself. Like, there's always going to be a higher power. And that's who he was talking about. And I was telling people, I said, what happens if, like, William Regal turned on Jon Moxley? Everybody actually thought that I was.
It was me, Moxley. It was me all along.
It was me.
And I said the wild card in this situation is going to be William Regal. Remind you, William Regal was not even at ringside. So what they tried to do was they tried to throw the whole thing off. But then midway, you know, when referees was being knocked over like dominoes and shit, and then here comes like William Regal coming down, and I'm like,
yeah, because he took the ring.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Then he came. They panned the camera over to him again. Dude took out the goddamn nuts, took them out, and threw them in the damn ring. I said,
there you go.
Can't trust him. There you go.
Hey, what does he call himself? The gentlemanly villain, the dirty rotten scoundrel.
Yeah.
And with this, William Regal and MJF is a deadly combination.
Like, William Regal is MJF's manager. That's crazy when you think about it.
Allegedly, we don't know yet.
Yeah. Because MJF made it known.
What are false accusations?
That's crazy.
MJF made it known in that medium scrum he ain't telling you shit until Wednesday.
Yeah, I feel like MJF needs to be alone. The last few years, he's always been with somebody. He don't need nobody.
He's been Chris Jericho, Cody, Warlow, Pinnacle.
Keep the firm a little bit.
The firm.
You don't need nobody. This do this on your own right now.
I think this one is a little bit different though.
But didn't in that one promo, that one segment, he mentioned something about I sent you emails or something like that. Like, I sent you an email, you didn't respond to me or something like that.
Yeah, that was when they had that promo face to face a few weeks ago.
Yeah, that was the first promo they had.
Yeah, like he was like Stan and William was Eminem. This is the last letter I'll ever send your ass.
We did get glimpses of I guess William Regal being the devil, like very small glimpses of it. Do y'all remember when he was the Raw GM back in like 2008? When he like shut
King of the Ring.
He like shut he won the King of the Ring. Yeah, and he like shut Raw off early. He like turned Raw off the air, and he got like nuclear heat. Like, there was a short period of time William Regal was getting like nuclear heat on Monday Night Raw. I don't know if y'all remember that.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that. That's what I said. Yeah. Like, that's when he was the devil.
Yeah.
And he said you're gonna gamble with the devil, and remember the devil always wins. He said that to Chris Jericho in 2000. I'm telling you, sometimes you gotta go back into the past. Because I remember he used those words, the devil. You devil with the gamble, sunshine, and the devil is coming to collect. And I'm coming to collect that Intercontinental Championship.
Yep, right before WrestleMania.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is why.
Can't trust these politicians.
Yeah, that's why my main man Antonio, our enforcer, shout out again. Yeah, that's why it says wrestling is a recycling bin, because there's going to be those incidents in the past. Some may be a little more recent than others, but people always bring those back to connect a current story. And
wrestling is interconnected. That's why I always be telling people, if you think the shit went away, what they're doing is they're telling the story, but there's a backstory behind it. So you can't just automatically say, oh, well, I just seen this thing. Not necessarily, because if they do have history, you might want to look into their past, because that past might be a key of what's going on in the future.
And to go to your interconnected thought, remember, some of these things, they may start in WWE, come to AEW, some may start in New Japan, come to the AEW or WWE, whatever. Some may start at Impact or whatever, but somehow there's going to be a story that may start at one place, but then it'll move to another.
Which brings me to Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay.
That's right. Yeah, because for those who missed Historic Crossover, yep.
Surprise. So if you think that this is the last time we've seen Will Ospreay in AEW, you're sadly mistaken. He's gonna pop back up again between now and Wrestle Kingdom. Because I'm sorry, I'm gonna stay up at 2:00 in the fucking morning to watch that match.
You and a lot of people.
And Kenny Omega is at full strength now. Oh, nigga, please! I need to watch that match.
Yeah.
That match is going to be crazy. And you know what? I say let Kenny win that, and then they start doing matches here and there. Let them do a best of 7 match. I will watch that shit.
Hey, I ain't mad at that idea. Yeah, that's like just to give the details on this for those who watch historic.
How's that bipolar?
Yeah.
How's that bipolar?
Because he wants the story.
Yeah.
Like after Will
story. There's a deep story. Yeah. We saw that during the trios tournament. There's that story that was there. Come on, man. Don't shoot me. What did you fart or try and fan it over here?
Yeah, I am. Yes. But, that trash that you that's trying to come to my screen, I'm just pulling you away. Yes, just go away. Yes.
So after Will Ospreay defeated Shota Umino at Historic Crossover, the lights went out, the screen popped up, we saw the Best Bout machine pop up, and he said, "When I went away, I chose you to be my replacement back in 2018, but here we are in 2022. All you're doing is just being a Kenny Omega ripoff because you failed." Yep.
That hurt.
Ouch.
It was like the same thing he said.
Yep.
Same thing he said to him in AEW, remember, at the end of that match.
Yep. Yeah, so now, again, United States title, which Kenny has held before, by the way. Yeah.
Very much so.
Actually, I think it was an inaugural champion, if I'm not mistaken. But, man, Wrestle Kingdom just got bigger, and also to tie in, congratulations to the former Kairi Sane for becoming the inaugural women's champ. Also,
the women's New Japan Pro. What's the official name of it, of the title?
IWGP Women's Champion.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, definitely shout out to Kairi. How did she win it? Insane elbow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and that's the roster to walk. Yeah.
What you say,
she had a couple of ways.
Yeah, that was that backhand. Did she like backhand the shit out of her? Like hit her with something. Was it the insane elbow? It was something. And no, that match, I got to watch that. I found that match, and that match was a banger. Them women, bang.
I am because it's one thing about like Stardom and Yoshi Pro, like their women could put on some striking matches, dude. And yeah, when they throw that impact, you will hear it.
We have AB in chat that's asking a question to the panel. He said MJF versus Ricky Starks. This won't happen, but a man can hope. CM Punk versus MJF in a loser leaves town match. Ethan Page, Hangman Kenny, and have them lose it on the last Dynamite of 2023 to Darby Allin. Yo, you saying Ethan Page versus
Respectfully, I'm not drunk enough or drunk at all to even jump into that rabbit hole. But the one thing I will agree with you about is having MJF keep this title until the last day, and then drop it, and then try to make it figure out, is he coming back? Is he leaving?
Oh, he's saying these are opponents for MJF.
Yes.
Yeah, we got what you're going, AB. We got you. But it was like the one thing with Starks, I would hold off on that one because, like we said, when it comes to people that you could put MJF on a mic, that list is way too short. Unless you like try and switch somebody from.
That's what I'm saying. There's not enough baby faces.
Yeah, because as far as in-ring, you do have some baby faces that can at least wrestle them, but they're not good promos.
Yes.
Then, like I said, pretty much the only two people you got are Ricky Starks and Bryan Danielson. That's about the only two who could match.
Or Hangman.
Hangman on a promo. Yeah. Do you remember how the entire first half of his title run went? Because I was about to say, when he was chasing the title against Kenny, it worked. But ever since then, I can't think of one good promo Hangman did.
He does his promos better with the drink in his hand.
That is true.
I guess if y'all don't have anything else for our closing thoughts for today's episode, what is next for AEW? Well, like, what do you like we kind of hinted at a little bit earlier, is that it was kind of like a reset after the media scrum.
Definitely a reset.
Yeah, so like what do y'all see going forward, like with the mid-card titles, with MJF, the ladies, you know, like what the landscape of AEW, what do y'all see? Start with Tio.
First of all, thank you everybody for coming and sitting with us. My brothers in arms, appreciate you guys, love you guys. What's next? They need to get rid of this interim thing. Just stop it. Give these ladies their respect. Just give them their respect, because basically by you saying that they're interim, everybody's just saying, hey, you know what? I'm giving you all the boyfriend stuff, but I'm not letting you call me your boyfriend. That's basically what you're doing. They're doing all relationships kind of stuff, but you're not giving them the title of it. And that's kind of wrong. That is wrong. When it comes down to the reset, I do agree on the reset. There's still stuff that needs to be answered. I know we keep saying that there's still stuff that needs to be answered. The CM Punk thing needs to be answered. We need to figure out what the hell's going on over there. There's still a lot of stuff that needs to be addressed and fixed before we could call it a complete reset. This is a step in the right direction. Yes. But at the end of the day, the booking needs to match. I'm happy that Tony Khan has not popped on TV, live TV, like he was normally doing. Huge, big step. We're in the right direction. The women need more respect. Their mid-carders need respect. But this is the right direction. Put the belts on the right people and let them work. But let them work properly.
Yep. No, I agree. It's not. I guess it's in full motion. It's not fully the Thanos snap isn't fully finished, but I guess they're headed in the right direction. So, what you got, Reese?
All right. So you have a little over 3.5 months till Revolution. By the way, Sunday night, March 5th. Outside. I say, first of all, work. Namely, get everybody, like Tio said, get all of your storylines set so that this Dynamite Revolution, not only sure entire card set, but also the buy-in's also ready. Or the 0 hour, whatever the pre-show is going to be. Next thing, like the talent that's not being on Dynamite or Rampage or whatever, try using them for like Ring of Honor, because you need to get them on an official TV deal in a set time, sometime within the next couple of months or so, because half of these Ring of Honor like kind of deals are feeling shooed in. Then also with your deals with DDT and New Japan, which by the way, congratulations to Keishta on getting your AEW contract. Especially with Wrestle Kingdom right around the corner, and I know like Wrestle Kingdom's going to happen before the first Dynamite of the new year. Like if you're thinking about having people go over, because I know like if FTR is still the tag champs or whatever, just have them get over so they can compete on New Japan. But like whenever you want to do these cross promotions, make sure that you're communicating with these promoters and that y'all are working on something to help strengthen the presentation of the product so that both companies look like they're getting a big deal. You messed that up with Impact. You're doing slightly better with New Japan and DDT. So work on your communications there. And finally, start building people up. Even if they're not necessarily going for the title immediately, start getting fans invested in some of the people that are on Dynamite and Rampage frequently, and hell, even promote some of the other shows like Dark Elevation, because there's times where storylines kind of start on Dark and then bleed over to one of the bigger shows, but you're not communicating that like y'all used to do when it was only just Dynamite and Dark. Yes, I think that's some key things that I think AEW could do for the next little bit.
Okay. Chris, got anything, bro? What's next for AEW? In your closing thoughts, like where would you like AEW to go from here? What are some of the changes you'd like to see in AEW? What would you think? What are some of the things they're doing right that you like them to keep doing? So on and so forth.
The matches are bangers for me. The matches are bangers. But I'm still seeing a lot of disorganization within the company. It needs to be where they need to organize their storylines, like option A, option B, option C. They need to have that, because what I'm seeing is on TV is like kind of being discombobulated. It's like people don't really know what to say or what to do on live television. That's unacceptable. Now I get that they are a young company, but at the same time, you have to clean this shit up, because like you don't know who might want to sponsor this company, or you might have to go to another company or go to another channel, whatever, and they might want to grab you. But if you're doing this disorganization shit, that's not a good look on your company. It's bad enough we have to go through the media scrum, and they should have had a PR person or somebody there, like a general manager, that should have said, "Hey, I need you to pipe the fuck down, Phil. Need you to stop." But Tony Khan it seems like he's doing shit on the fly, and he's not learning by his mistakes. That's his problem. The good shit is the fans love AEW regardless. The hardcore fans, they ain't going nowhere. As you can see last night, they didn't go anywhere. They said, "Fuck CM Punk, let's move on." That's the type of energy that I like to see.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So going into 2023, they are definitely in the right direction. We got new faces as champions. We don't got no old folks except for Chris Jericho, but I guess that doesn't count or whatever because he's in Ring of Honor. Samoa Joe, I think this was all because of the TV deal. That's why he is a double champion. So, like, you got to get your veterans, you know, in the spotlight so it can make it look good for the TV deal. So that part I do get. But other than that, I had a great time last night with my friends and the cookout, and
that's good.
It was really, really, really cool.
I mean, yeah, Chris. Just throw a little note up here. Hey, do you know next Tuesday makes 12 years for us, man?
12 years.
Yes, that's another thing too, everybody. So I have not been keeping count, but yeah. So I first started the whole wrestling shit, the wrestling entity that we know as WCC. Actually, it's called Wrestling Commentator Central. We did that since 2011. We're not exactly the biggest group, but we're actually the oldest group, wrestling group on Facebook, whatever.
That is true.
I'm glad.
That is factual.
I'm glad that we actually have that, you know, that feat. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit came out from that group. Sex battles, WCC, Raw. You know what I'm saying? Like we have had our
Heels for Life.
Yeah, it goes on and on and on and on and on. And once again, when I came on Facebook about 12 years ago, can't believe I'm actually saying this shit, that this was just mainly for wrestling. I never thought it was going to spawn into podcasts and radio shows and shit. Like it's dope. It's really, really cool. And another thing I wanted to also add as well. So Ziggy told me that we've been getting some purchases out of the.
I sent them the screenshots. So I was like, you can't, like, y'all are buying the shirts, y'all are buying hoodies. Some people got some hoodies. Some people bought some stickers, just like all type of different things like that. So
and remind you, like a lot of people ask, like, why we are so successful. It's because of the Heel Nation. And I tell people, if you want to ever do your podcast, it's you can sit here, you can say like where you're blue in the face that you want to do a podcast. Podcasts take a lot of work. It takes a lot of years to build up your clientele, you get what I'm trying to say.
Your community,
the clientele, everything that goes along with it. It's hard work. And I work every fucking day. All of us do. So I appreciate it. I love you guys. Thank you guys for just sticking with us. And I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And please wish me luck tomorrow because I do have my final interview. With quality assurance. So if I do get the job, this will be this will definitely be a booster for me. So
it'll be definitely a game changer. But real quick, Chris, you said something I want to just kind of piggyback on. You mentioned about the media scrum, how like if they had PR. Do you feel that the media scrum is getting, like, the media scrums now are potentially getting more views than the show?
Because of what happened with CM Punk? Yes. And as a matter of fact, after what MJF said last night, nigga, it's becoming a must-see now.
Everybody's waiting for the media scrum.
Listen, MJF came in like a wrecking ball and was just really nasty with his mouth. Like,
cursing.
Tony Khan.
Because I put over this motherfucker that I'm Jesus.
I was like,
he said, how dumb can you be?
Yeah, I told Chris, like, look at Tony Khan's face and his body language. Tony Khan was like,
I feel bad for Tony Khan, man. I feel bad for him.
I do too, but like at the end of the day, like MJF is what AEW needs. He's the hero that we don't deserve, but we need. And
he's like the heel that you actually want to see get his ass whooped.
And this is the reason why MJF is the hottest fucking thing in professional wrestling.
You love to hate.
But a heel that we do not deserve. We don't deserve MJF, but he is a once in a generation heel that we will never see again at all. And that's where we need to really appreciate AEW. Because if it wasn't for AEW, we wouldn't even get MJF.
If it wasn't for AEW, our generational heel would be Dominic Mysterio.
Oh Lord.
On that note, it's time to wrap this up. So everyone, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. So what we're gonna do oh yeah, that's right. Survivor Series is coming up. So what we're gonna do is after Survivor Series, we're gonna take a mini break. We'll probably be back in like two weeks or whatever, just to kind of give us a
holidays.
Yeah, for the holidays or whatever. And then like around Christmas, you probably won't see us for, until the next year or whatever. So give everybody a break because we've been like just working so hard or whatever. And I want to give the boys some freedom. So, but yeah, we'll see you guys this Saturday next Sunday. And next Sunday. And so thank you. Fuck you. And have a wonderful and blessed week.
And before I have one last thing to add before we go. Shout out to our brother Big Tony, the Enforcer. For those that know, definitely praying for him. We lost the OG Enforcer, as he called it, Mama Enforcer. Over this past week, Tony lost his mother. So just make sure that y'all are keeping them in your prayers. Y'all sending y'all condolences to him. Have a moment of silence for his mom. Whatever you guys do, just make sure y'all keep him in y'all's thoughts and prayers. So, Tony, we're thinking about you, man. Go ahead, get healed up. We love you, bro.
Baby.
Yes, sir. And come back whenever you feel ready. And with that one, that's Chris Wildcard Dilworth. That's DJ Red Flags. That's Rockin' Reese. I'm Zigga the Beast. And we'll see y'all in the next one.
Peace.
Bye, y'all.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yeah.